My name is Shobha and welcome to my travel and commentary channel. If you're new, introduce yourself in the comments below. I love to get to know new people. And if you're returning, welcome back. I am glad that you returned. If you like what you see, remember to click like and to subscribe. We were asked to go on a vacation swap show on television and we said, no thanks. But that had us wondering, do you need money to have a good time on vacation? So grab your drink, your snacks, and whatever you need. Settle in and let's go. So we got an invite to go on Rich Holiday, Poor Holiday, and we said no thanks. Why? Well, it's on Channel 5 in the UK, which doesn't have the best reputation. There's a lot of dubious programming that's geared towards general entertainment. It was sold to Viacom in 2014, so it's now part of the Viacom CBS group. On weekday afternoons, they tend to have those Lifetime type of movies on, which I have to say I love, women in peril movies, but my husband rolls his eyes at them. Rich Holiday, Poor Holiday is part of their prosperity/poverty staple of programming. For example, shows like Rich House, Poor House, Nightmare Tenants, Slum Landlords, Cam Girl Millionaires. Can't pay? We'll take it away. So you get the idea. There's definitely an editorial slant on their program. Once you appear on one of these shows, sign the paperwork, they can edit whatever happens to fit whatever their narrative is. So it's definitely not for us. We may have considered it if we were the people with the Poor Holiday, and we got to swap for the Rich Holiday, which hopefully included private jets and islands. But that wasn't going to be the case. They swap holidays between people in the bottom 10% of the UK economic scale and the top 10%. So we watched a couple episodes in January to see what would have been in store for us. And it was really entertaining.
What happens when people from either side of the wealth divide swap destinations?
It's not really our cup of tea in here.
Swap budgets.
It's like a deposit on a house.
And activities.
The first episode of Series 2 is A Girl's Getaway. 3 women from Essex who usually go to Benidorm in Spain got sent to Greece for a wellness week away. They swapped with 3 women from West London who got sent to Paphos in Greece. Cyprus, actually. I haven't been to Benidorm, but I love the British comedy series Benidorm, set in an all-inclusive package holiday resort in, you guessed it, Benidorm. It's actually a real hotel that they use, and I would totally do a pilgrimage stop to visit the hotel where the series was filmed. We have, however, been to Paphos in Cyprus, and we kind of hated it. And Paphos was supposed to be the nicer resort in Cyprus. The Benidorm party resort equivalent is Ayia Napa. We stayed at the Annabelle, which is one of the nice hotels in Paphos. The Annabelle itself was lovely, a great spa and pretty pool area. But as soon as you left, you might as well have been in England. Lots of sports bars showing the football for the English teams, cheap drinks, neon, karaoke. We wound up doing what the ladies on the TV program did, rent a car and drive around the island. The less crowded parts of Cyprus were beautiful. As for the food, we're fine with casual food like pizza and burgers, so that was no big deal. For the ritzy Greek villa that was the other vacation option, we would have hated it. It was just too far away from everything. And we would be bored doing yoga and sitting around practicing meditation. We are not sit still sort of people. So what's this episode show? Everyone's idea of fun and relaxation is different. It doesn't necessarily have to do with money. I mean, a beach holiday can be a cheap vacation on a Mediterranean beach or a luxury resort in the Maldives. But frankly, we would hate both. We can sit around in the sun for a couple of days and then we would need to do something active. It was a lovely family from the north of England swapping their camping holiday with a wealthy gay couple living in the suburbs of London who love France. The camping couple grew to love the camping. Their attitude made all the difference. They just made friends and tried out the activities. It made me laugh because when we travel in England, I usually pray for sun too.
Come on, son. Come on, son.
And who doesn't love s'mores? You haven't lived unless you've eaten s'mores and licked your fingers afterwards.
This is God's house. Be quiet. Who's gone?
I didn't think some of the ritzy holiday activities they had for the family was fair either. It's hard to get little kids to behave on a cultural tour. We never took our kids on a culture tour when they were this little. They just don't have the patience, and it becomes trying for everyone. And the chateau rental was nice because they had the whole place to themselves, but they would have been better off at a nice family-friendly luxury resort. Kids want to play with other kids, and that's better at a family resort with lots of activities. On their cruise, they were given a fresh seafood platter. Most kids aren't going to eat that. My son is braver than my daughter, but she wouldn't go anywhere near anything that had eyes on it. And then the fancy restaurant. Most kids, and most adults, frankly, aren't going to want to eat escargot. It's not specific to this family. Frankly, it seemed like the family had the best time when they were just hanging out in the pool or at the home, instead of on some snazzy activity imposed on them. So lesson learned from this. Having a good time is about having a good attitude and being with people that you like and care about. And that really came out in this next episode. The last episode we saw was another girls' getaway. 3 wealthy women from the suburbs of London traded their St. Lucia Caribbean holiday with 4 friends from London, who usually go to Benidorm. Benidorm was developed for mass tourism in the late 70s. Now it's associated with ugly high-rise apartments holding lots of British people abroad, binge drinking and tanning themselves into early skin cancer. The resort has a reputation as the ultimate Brits abroad destination. It gets about 1.3 million British people annually, mostly in the peak summer season. A couple of things here. Once again, attitude makes a big difference. Once they got over their initial reaction, the older women had a blast in Benidorm. And Benidorm isn't attractive, but it's good value beach vacation, which is why it reigns supreme all these years later. The luxury holiday for the young women didn't match their idea of what a luxury holiday was. All they wanted to do was drink and party, and they hate long-haul flights, it seems. So some things I took away from watching 3-hour-long episodes of Rich Holidays, Poor Holidays. Benidorm looks like a blast. We would love racing mobility scooters. My family can get very competitive. Check out our video on Segway off-roading in Cornwall, England. Next, it's all about the attitude. If you decide to do something and try and make it fun, and make the best of it. So it seems the editors of this show seem to think that luxury holidays involve culture and fine dining, and budget holidays involves camping or a Benidorm beach. Everyone's idea of luxury is different. But on the other hand, we would never spend $60K on a holiday, even for 4 people combined. Haven't these people heard of hotel deals and frequent flyer miles? It's just so wasteful. Peter and I were watching this thinking we must be really cheap. But our attitude is, why would you spend money if you don't have to? If you would like to watch any of my other travel content, feel free to check out my other videos. If you guys like what you see, then please remember to click like and to subscribe. And also follow me on my blog, which is linked below. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.